Woody Wommack, joined by Chad Simmons, a couple of guys who live in Atlanta. I'm in New York, though. I'm missing home, Chad.
It's still cold down here, though. Probably not the same as it is up there, though.
Oh yeah, no, we're getting snow squalls left and right. We're getting alerts on our phones. So not the typical day of drama though that we'd usually expect out of Atlanta. We did get Philip Webb making his decision, headed to LSU. So just give us a little bit of rundown of how that went down and what he means to the Tigers.
Yeah, LSU's done a great job in Georgia, Atlanta, basically this class. With Eric Gilbert, 5-star tight end, and then his teammate B.J. Ojulari, 4-star defensive end, outside backer, hybrid kid, and then today adding Philip Webb, one of the top uncommitted prospects in this class. And like Philip told me, he's kind of committed to those guys twice. One time a couple of months ago, kind of wishy-washy, but then solidified things last week during the in-home visit with Dave Aranda and Ed Orgeron. And Webb's a guy for us that really checks a lot of boxes on the field, off the field, high character kid, good grades, of course, on the field, long, rangy, athletic, explosive, still the frame to add weight to as well when he gets to Baton Rouge in that weight program. And just a great job, great fit. He loves Aranda, loves that system, and can really flourish there down the road.
Yeah, and then Josiah Hayes in Kentucky. Kentucky always, it seemed like it was left and right, 4-star O lineman, 4-star D lineman committing. We're not used to guys leaving Mississippi, even though there's been some coaching changes and whatnot. Very rare for somebody like Kentucky to go down and steal a 4-star like him this late in the game.
It is. It was a bad day for the in-state schools, really, with, Hayes leading the way, going to Kentucky. Then you had J.J. Jeremiah Pegues going to Auburn instead of Ole Miss. And then you had Jimmy Callaway, leaving the state and going to Tennessee. So Hayes was the top guy in the state that made the announcement today. And he surprised a lot of people. I think Kentucky felt they were out probably until the last 36 hours, maybe even 24 hours. Everybody kind of pointed to Ole Miss. Hayes took a visit there over the weekend, met with Lane Kiffin, and all signs were pointing to him staying home and going to be an Ole Miss Rebel. Then, those guys never gave up. Stoops, John Sumrall, those guys that recruit that state very well stayed on it. Last minute, he decides to go to Kentucky. He's a guy that can play, I think, immediately. A big body in the middle on the defensive line. He's athletic. He has good lateral movement. So, again, to sneak in late, take a kid like that from the home state schools is a big one for Kentucky.
Yeah, Auburn went in there, got a jumbo athlete. They also took a guy away from Miami in Romello Height. It was a rough day for Miami. They actually haven't signed it. They didn't get a commitment this month, and losing Height has to hurt, right?
Yeah, he went kind of, stealth somewhat with Miami. He made the announcement last week on social media. I believe it was Thursday, if I remember correctly, that he had shut things down, had pictures with the Miami coaching staff. And the next day he plays for a state championship in the rain in Atlanta. They win. He sneaks over to Auburn that weekend for an official visit. Not too many people knew about that visit. He wanted to stay quiet. He kept the Miami staff thinking he was going to sign with the Hurricanes today, ended up going with Gus Malzahn. A big win. They did some damage this year, Auburn, in the state of Georgia, 5-star running back. Tank Bigsby, Tate Johnson, Kobe Hudson, today Desmond Tisdall, linebacker Wesley Steiner. A great year for Auburn in Georgia. When Auburn typically has good teams, a lot like even South Carolina, Tennessee, even Clemson, they have a lot of Georgia players on their roster. A great get. Height, I think, has some real upside. He battled a shoulder injury last year, missed the offseason with surgery, bounced back with a strong season, could play with his hand in the dirt, could play standing down, setting up, just a great build, big frame, big athlete. So a great pickup, kind of quiet for Auburn.
All right. You, Chad, been working hard all day, but not a ton. You're not chasing anybody around. You're at your house. You're not in the car having to chase down Roquan Smith or anything like that.
No, there's no Josh Harvey Clemenses, no where the grandfather took off, and there's no anything crazy with like what was his name, running back from Miami, his mom took the LOI, Alex a few years ago before not too much drama here in Georgia today. I'm not like you battling the jelly beans and the snowstorms that are in New York either. So I'm having a good time here at home.
All right, Chad. We really appreciate it. You can follow Chad Simmons on Twitter. Chad Simmons _, right, Chad?
Bingo. You got it.
Man, we got to get rid of the underscore. Is there a more famous Chad Simmons? Come on. What's going on, Twitter? I'll talk to some people. I'm here in New York. I'll make it happen, Chad. Thanks a lot. Stay locked into Rivals.com for more signing day coverage.